This nigga gonna let you fuck up his name. You know what I mean? Or own his name type shit. That nigga not gonna let you own him. They want a slave. You know what I mean? All niggas ain't gonna be slaves. So they gonna choose the slave-headed niggas. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying with that. And do you feel like record labels are like pimps?
Yes. Slave masters. Pimps.
But only with certain artists though that they can get on with.
You right, but I feel like it's that whole label mentality. Like even P Diddy, he the biggest and he well respected. I respect P Diddy.
Yeah.
But if you look at him, he got artists under him where 100% of their royalties or 100% of their publishing is going to his kids.
Damn.
So you mean to tell me, nigga, not only are you robbing me, it's not even you robbing me, you letting your son rob me?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You gotta look at it. That whole scheme of things right there is fucked up. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And that's how a lot of labels work. So you gotta, like I said, you gotta have lawyers. You gotta know how to read contracts if you ain't got a lawyer. And you gotta know how to write up your own contract so you can come with a counter offer. They come at you with a fucked up offer. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
Yeah, I do feel like record labels do take advantage of artists, man. You know, the bad boy curse is what they call Diddy label. The bad boy curse. Do you see yourself in the future signing a deal, or you going to ride the independent route?
I signed a distribution deal.
And why?
Because that's easy. Well, you get 10%, I get 90%, I can work with that.
Do you feel like a record label can even help somebody with social media?
Yeah. Like I said, I feel like labels are for certain people. Certain people don't want to be. Certain people really is just rapping because they're good at it and they want to make money off it. Some people aren't doing it because they love it. You know what I mean? You just trying to make some money. You still gonna make money if you sign to a label, even if you're not making all the money you could be making.
But they could give you that big advance though.
That's what I'm saying. So even if you're not making all the money you could be making possible, you can still make a lot of money from signing a deal. So if that's all you want to do, you still be good and your family probably still be straight if you don't squander your money. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So it ain't nothing, like I said, it ain't nothing wrong with signing a label. It's just not for a nigga like me.
I see what you're saying, though. You got artists like Chance the Rapper who's still independent to this day. But independent can be a lot pricey because you coming out of your pocket for everything, too, though. Paying for beats, paying for engineers.
You gotta pay for beats if you don't know how to
flights.
If you don't know how to make cover art, you gotta pay for that. Pay for promo, pay for logos, pay for security, pay for crew, lighting. You know what I mean? If you do a show and you financing your show, you gotta pay for the people who do the sound, the security at the front door, the security in the back. If you doing meet and greets, you gotta pay for those niggas.
Right.
You gotta pay for niggas cleaning up the aisles and shit. You gotta pay for all of that unless the venue offers it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they ain't gonna offer that shit all the time.
Yeah, you gotta pay for writers. You gotta pay for samples. Like, that shit add up, though, bro. Like, it's the independent route is kind of, expensive than people think it is, though.
I spend racks a year on music, bro. Racks. Every year.
You say it's expensive being an artist?
Yes. Starting out, definitely. Unless you sign. Or unless you got somebody who just fucking love you and just willing to drop that bread on you, costs a lot of money, bro. You gotta have money to be a rapper, bro.
Master P said something too one day. Like they say that the lifespan for a rapper is 2 to 4 years, especially if you one of those rappers, if you in that type of genre of rap, because rap got many genres. And the average lifespan for a rapper is 2 to 4 years because fans grow up and they have kids. So like, what is your thoughts on that shit though? Like on rap afterlife, or to progress.
It just depends on the quality of the artist, bro. You know what I mean? Quality of the artist. The artist is hard. You know what I mean? You gonna live forever, bro.
What separates you from the other artists out of South Carolina?
I'm the only one like me. I mean, that's all I can say. I don't know no other, like I said, I don't know no rappers, period, in the game rap like me. I don't rap like no South Carolina artist. I don't rap like no New York artist, none of that. You can't relate me to no other artist. That's every time I ask somebody, they can't compare me to nobody. You know what I mean? Most of these other little niggas, you can compare them to somebody. Oh, he sound like Speaking Artist. Oh, he sound like Migos. Oh, he sound like Black Zach. Oh, he sound like, you know what I mean? He sound like him. He sound like them. You can't say that about him. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's another thing I like. I don't want to be the next Tupac. I don't want to be the next Biggie. I don't want to be the next J. Cole. I want to be the first Chemistry Mills.
I like that shit. I fuck with that shit, dude.
And that's what I'm trying to be.
Let me ask you this though, man. What about the females in the rap game? A lot of females, in my opinion, kind of sound the same or whatever. You know, they talking about the same thing. Would you agree on that?
Yeah, but a lot of niggas is doing the same shit.
Do you believe rappers should live what they say in their rhymes?
Yes,
And why?
because you can feel it better.
Mm.
Yeah, I can feel what you're saying. I can understand what you're saying. Like with 6ix9ine, everybody knew that nigga was fake, even though his music was hard.
Mhm.
First thing nigga said was, "This nigga ain't like that." I shouldn't be able to tell that from your song, my nigga.
So you saying rappers should live what they say in their rhymes?
Yeah, it'll make the quality of their music better.
So you saying when they really shooting people on the block, they should really do it, is what you're saying?
if you saying you shooting niggas,
Uh-huh.
you know what I mean?
But you also got to realize...
if you not shooting niggas on the block and you would shoot a nigga, say you would. Don't say you is.
But
You know
y'all,
what I mean?
I see what you're saying with Mills. It's also entertainment, though.
It is, but that's fake entertainment, bro.
But this is my thing. I look at rap as like acting, because rappers are actors in a way.
Half of them.
They're actors in a sense because, like, when you see Denzel Washington on Training Day in these movies, these guys ain't bad guys. These guys are playing a role, and I look at rappers.
That's
are
different though.
How is it different?
It's different because Denzel Washington isn't financing his own movies. He's not writing his own movies. He's not doing that. He's getting paid for somebody to do a role. You as a rapper, you coming up with your own songs, coming up with your own beats, doing all of this, portraying something that's not you. You gonna do all of this, put all of it yourself into something yourself? Speak about yourself.
But you also got to realize
Now, and if you,
it's
and
what
if
the
you-
consumer buys.
I feel you, but if you are, and if nothing, if you are gonna rap about some shit that's not true,
Yeah.
stop doing it in a way where it's you. Make it obvious that you're talking about someone that's not yourself.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So I know when I watch the Denzel Washington movie, I know he's playing the character because he got a different name, different age, different wife, different kids.
But you also realize rappers don't use something. A lot of rappers use stage names, their alter ego.
That's true, but nigga, still, that stage name is you. Half of them rap names you got from the block. That was your block name before it was your rap name. That was your nickname in your household before it was your rap name. So that's still you, my nigga.
What's your thoughts on Nicki Minaj doing the song with 6ix9ine after he did what he did? Snitch on everybody.
I don't know why she did that. Then I ain't got nothing. Look, it's none of my business. It's
Uh-huh.
none of my business. I wouldn't have did that.
Uh-huh.
But
Would you do a song with 6ix9ine?
No.
Would you do a song before her if you did all he
No.
did? Okay.
I never liked that nigga. I'm one of those people, if I don't like you, I ain't gonna fuck with you, period. I don't care what you can offer me. You can make my situation 10 times better.
Mhm.
If I don't fuck with you, no.
Yeah, he got like people 70 years, all the people he testified on 70 years in prison. He fucked up a lot of lives on what he did. But I look at it like this though, man. 6ix9ine's I knew 6ix9ine wasn't a thug from the get-go.
Everybody, like I said. first
But I
song
just
is-
feel like people are just going too hard on the man and this other bullshit
I don't.
that need to be taken care of. We worried about him snitching
I don't.
when we got police brutality out here and other bullshit. We worried about
We got
6ix9ine.
that too, but you gotta think about 6ix9ine. First of all, he's not black.
He's Latino.
No,
He's
but
Latino.
He's not black though. They didn't go through what we went through, and Latin people are racist against us too. So his people is calling us niggers, calling us porch monkeys, and all that too. They discriminating against us just like white people is. Period. I know for a fact because half of the Latina girls I done been involved with at all, parents didn't agree with me and her. Period. You know what I mean? And that's the way it is for a lot of black people. So like I said, first of all, he's not black. He's capitalizing off of black culture, saying the N-word left and right, left and right.
Well, I
And
got.
then when he came in the
Mhm.
game, he was appropriating black culture. Like, oh, this is where the black people come from. This is where I'm from. He the only Latin man in his videos.
Mm.
Everybody else black.
Well-
You feel what I'm saying? And then on top of that, he was committing some of them crimes too. He admitted to calling hits on people too.
Mhm.
So you doing the same shit these niggas doing, and you want to snitch on that?
Uh-huh.
How that look?
Right.
And you was doing the dirt too.
Mm-hmm.
How come you get to get out and they don't? How come you didn't come see your daughter and your baby mama who was fucking off on you and they don't?
But they would. He said his gang was fucking his baby mama.
Fucking the shit out of that bitch.
They said it was donkey fucking.
Rightfully so. Fuck you, nigga.
But you also got to realize Cardi B uses the N word in DJ Khaled,
Yeah, but she's Dominican.
but she's not black. DJ Khaled isn't black.
The idea Khaled doesn't use the N word.
He does use the N word. He's been caught multiple times with the N word.
I ain't hear him say it.
You can
but
go look it up,
if
man.
he said it to me, I probably wouldn't fuck with
But he
him.
do say the N word. He has said the
right.
N word.
And you right.
And I got a song. I'm so hood. Go listen to that song.
I know that song. But like I said, and I'm not saying I disagree with Cardi B or DJ Khaled saying that either.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Or
what I mean?
Fat Joe say the N word.
And then, but the thing is, that's different with them is they support black people. They don't capitalize off black culture. You know what I mean? Like he was. He made it a joke.
Uh-huh.
He made what we go through a joke and then snitched on the people around him doing black shit.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Shit that we gotta do almost. Shit that we raised to do, brought up to do by the system. It's the system's fault we like this. They made the people.
So would you blame the white man?
I wouldn't say that. I would blame the system though.
Oh.
You know what I mean? You gotta think about it. It's the people that's in office made the blueprint for the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't come up with this.
Mhm.
They put the liquor store right there. They put the drugs in our community.
Mm-hmm.
They put the guns on the street.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
So it's the powers that be.
Exactly. And you perpetuated our misfortune or our, you know what I mean, unfortunate circumstance.
Yeah.
Made it a joke and made it look cool while you was on top. But when you went to the bottom, oh, these niggas is doing this, that, and the third. I was doing it too, but fuck them. I'll tell on all of them if you let me get off free.
So you saying you would never cooperate with cops?
I wouldn't say never cooperate with them, but I'm not snitching on nobody.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Somebody go missing or some shit, and I know where that person at, or if I saw the person, okay, cool, that person went missing, they probably over there. That little girl went, you know what I mean? Shit like that. But when it comes to somebody who robbed somebody, bro, no, that's none of my business. Let them handle that shit.
What if you see a girl getting raped? Are you gonna tell the cops? Or touching kids? Are you gonna throw it?
Someone touching kids, I'm gonna handle that shit myself.
What about a girl getting raped though?
That's something you handle yourself.
Okay.
If she want to talk to the cops, I'm gonna let her do it. I might fire on that nigga trying to do some shit to her. I got my pole on me right now. If I see some shit go down, I'm gonna handle that shit.
You gonna handle it?
You know what I mean? But that's my duty. As a part of the organization I'm in. We supposed to protect our community.
And what organization are you in?
Look, that's neither here nor there.
Oh, I
bang
respect.
what I bleed.
Okay.
But like I said, we protect our community around here.
Is it a blood because you got a red bull head on right now?
Look, I protect my community around here. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's dope.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, 6ix9ine is he actually had a #1 song with Nicki Minaj.
Several
man.
#1 songs.
Did you like it?
I don't like. The only song he dropped that was hard was Gummo, bro. And that song was hard. It was hard.
The song was hard as fuck.
Hard as fuck. It was a hard song.
And the beat hard. Like,
Hard
that
as fuck.
shit knocking
It
though.
was hard
Pierre
as fuck.
Bourne did his thing on that shit.
Hard as fuck. And Pierre Bourne's from South Carolina too. Shout out, bro.
Holy shit, he is?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that
The
shit.
niggas from South Carolina. But also, 6ix9ine still a bitch. And a snitch. And a rat. Chuck E. Cheese ass nigga. It's still not gonna change nothing.
What you thought about he was on live and shit, you know what I'm saying?
I don't watch, I don't feed, I don't know what he said, none of that. I don't tune in none of that shit.
Okay.
I'm one of them niggas where if I don't fuck with it, if I say I don't fuck with something, right?
Yeah.
And I keep fucking with it,
Yeah.
I'm lying.
Right.
If I keep feeding into it, I'm lying. You know what I mean? It be people saying, oh, I can't stand this nigga, I don't like this nigga, I don't fuck with that nigga, he a op, but you stalking this nigga page. You know where this nigga be at. You know the bitches he fucking. You know who he arguing with, you know who he like, you know who he don't like. Nigga, you doing too much. You know this nigga favorite color, you know this nigga birthday. What is you doing? You really do like, you love this nigga.
They try to keep up, so they stalking the page.
Yeah, you love this nigga. You don't hate this nigga. Stop the cap.
But the hate accentuates the love though. So
Fuck that. I ain't got time for that. If I don't like somebody, I cut them off.
I agree.
I don't fuck with them. That way, if I don't want you in my life, if I don't like you. You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree with that though. It's kind of fucked up with the 6ix9ine shit though.
Yeah.
But I look at it like this: Nicki Minaj's brother is in jail for touching kids,
Right.
and nobody's talking about
And
that.
she supports him. That shit, she creepy too.
And that's some fucked up shit nobody
Creepy.
talking
And
about
on top
in
of that,
rap.
Her
Man.
husband went to prison.
He's there for touch.
touching
He's a
kids.
pedophile, and 6ix9ine is a pedophile.
Right. Extra shit reasons why I can't fuck with that nigga. And he was a fake blood. I don't like that fake gangbanging shit. And
Right.
he only did it for clout. That's another reason I don't like.
So you feel like he was just marketing all just gang,
No, he
gangster
just
culture.
capitalizing off of black culture, the whole
Black
nine.
culture.
Anything black, he tied himself to it. This nigga even put Brock sprays in his head.
Well, let me ask you this question though: when the term "acting black," would you take that offensive?
No.
How you say that?
I don't think there's such thing as acting black. It's just making fun. That's the way I look at it. You just making fun of somebody.
So, what you think about the black white people trying to be rappers? Though, do you feel like they're guests in hip hop?
No. If you white and you rap like a white guy would rap about the shit you go through.
So
You know what I mean?
why?
That's why Eminem was so widely, and Mac Miller was so widely welcomed into the community because they rapped about shit they went through. They wasn't talking about trenches. They wasn't talking about gun violence. They wasn't talking about shit that we go through. They was talking about shit that they go through. You know what I mean?
Right.
which made sense. Niggas could relate to that because they was talking the truth. So once you start looking, like I said about the rap cap, you start looking unauthentic. You need to rap about the shit that's true to you. That way we can feel it in your music. That's all music is, a feeling. So if the feeling is fake, we can't fuck with you, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree though, man. I believe music is the soundtrack of life, though, bro.
Yeah.
In a sense. Would you say like can you see yourself working with any other rappers though, man?
A lot of
You hang out with any rappers?
Yeah.
What rappers do you hang out with?
I hang out with Young Foreign,
Mhm.
Young Rowe, Mills Davis, Rocco. Damn. It's a lot more rappers I be fucking with, producers and shit we fucking with around here. There's a lot of them out here. Dabo Lizzy, he a producer out here. He doing some hot shit. You know what I mean? I might have something coming soon with him. Shout out to that nigga. My nigga Grim, that nigga hard. Shit. There's a lot of niggas coming up out of here, man. Flash, my dog Flash, we stayed in the same neighborhood for a little minute. Flash before he go hit nigga hard. His music is weird, it's different, it's hard though.
What's your thoughts on rappers dying in their city too?
That's where all your odds is at. It makes sense. If you really living like that, your odds ain't gonna be across the world. Your odds ain't gonna be in another city. Your odds gonna be where you from, because that's where you build your odds. That's where you come from.
Do you believe rappers should like live out of their home city?
I wouldn't say that, because I know I think they should just come back later on if they leave. You know what I mean?
And why?
That's my plan. Like my plan is to leave South Carolina, but retire in South Carolina. You know what I mean? I'm gonna come back to my city if I leave.
So you ain't gonna be one of those rappers who are quote unquote scared?
Bro, only thing I'm scared of, bro, is being alone forever. That's it. Nothing else. There's nothing fearful. But I'm not afraid to die, bro. I'm not afraid about no man put no fear in my heart, bro.
It's right, because you see a lot of rappers die in their hometown, though, man. It's like, you just seen FBG Duck died in Chicago recently. You just see Huey died, the rapper.
Marlo died.
That's another one. We just seen, hell, Pop Smoke died. He wasn't in his hometown, but he died. Like, do you feel like it's dangerous out there being a rapper?
It's just dangerous having a spotlight on you, period. Doesn't matter what it is. If you do anything where they put a spotlight on you, it's dangerous. Even if you hood rich, hood famous, that's dangerous. If where a bunch of niggas know you and you popular where you from, it's dangerous for you, especially when you got real smoke. You know what I mean? You got real niggas you done did real shit to niggas, and niggas want real retaliation against you, or you done retaliated on niggas who done some real shit to you. It's just a circle. It's gonna repeat itself. So when they see you or when you see them, you know what's gonna happen, right? So if you're in that environment where you done planted those evil seeds at, that's what's gonna happen. So like I said, it's bound to happen from your hometown. If you got real anger, if you got real problems where you're from, that's where you make your first problems at, 'cause that's where you come from. That's where you make all your mistakes at. You know what I mean? So